Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, hockey fans of all ages, hello and welcome into the Rockland Ice Rink for tonight's MIAA ice hockey action. It is the Rockland Bulldogs in a rematch with the Abington Green Wave. As always, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. Pleasure to be joined alongside tonight by Tom Brady's biggest fan, Plymouth County Commissioner and former Bulldog, Jared Valenzola. Welcome to the broadcast.
Pleasure to join you, Matt. I do need to clarify, though, I was never a Bulldog. But I am a lifelong Rockland resident. Pleased to be here with you in Abington Camp to call this game alongside your fantastic commentary. I know this will be a great night.
The first matchup between these two teams was the first round of the Cashman tournament. The Bulldogs victorious in that one. 2-1 was the final score. A little bit of a shakeup on both rosters since that game. Logan Murphy is out tonight. He is replaced on the top line by David D'Olimpio. Joey Salamo in the center there. Shane Kimball on the right wing. Cooper LaRocco is centering Ben Romer and Patrick McGuirk on the second line. Bryce Marrero is also out tonight. So the third line is the fourth line from last game. J.D. Marrero is the extra skater. Dean Alex is centering Jacob Colstring and Danny Moran, the defensive pairing. Sean Gary with Joey Mann. Billy McGuire is with Chris Fuller. And Jack Blonde is in extra defenseman. The goaltender for the Bulldogs is former Abington Green Wave goaltender Joey Dow. He
with his first save of the evening.
In net opposite the man that he started the first few games of freshman year for, Spencer Merrick. He is the phenomenal backstop of the Green Wave. Every game is a highlight reel for the senior Spencer Merrick.
Oh,
another save off the face-off there. The rest of the Green Wave starters on the top line. Jacob Quinn is centering Evan St. Martin. Hunter Grafton. That line has put up a lot of points. We'll get into that a little bit later. Cohen Crocker is the second line center. Declan McCarthy, Sam McDonald on his wings. Campino is the third line center. Matthew Grafton, John McGrath on the wings there. Nick Harris is playing forward tonight, up from his usual defensive position. He is winged by Colin McDermott and Sean Duggan. Good opportunity for
St. Martin mishandling the puck a little, but good opportunity.
Then it kind of sat above the hash marks. The defensive pairings for the Green Wave. Zach Buchagras is with Eric Wilkinson. John Halpin with Aiden Powers. Kevin McGlynn is paired with Jacob Whitman. Well, Spencer Merrick, 10 games played, .925 save percentage. He's got a goals against average of 2.1.
It's good average.
Meanwhile, Joey Dow, 10 games played, 3.1 goals against, .892 save percentage.
Well, Rockland setting up a little 3-on-2 for a minute there.
Backhanded opportunity off the outside of the cage. Merrick is down. Lost his stick, and the Green Wave are going to be able to clear out. Sam McDonald on the left side. Blockered up by Dow. It is into the netting. Clock stops with 13:10 remaining in the first period. Rockland ended up falling to Silver Lake in the Cashman Tournament Championship. And the Bulldogs almost had another opportunity. That was Joey Salomon in the neutral zone. Sean Gary, the captain, he had one of the two goals the last time these two teams met. Now finding St. Martin at the attacking blue line. He takes a wicked hit. And luckily pops right back up. Heavy contact, completely clean.
Good old-fashioned hockey.
12.5 to go. Aiden Powers gathers in the far side corner. Pass too far ahead of St. Martin, but he's trying to win the race, and icing waved off as it slowed down. Now St. Martin puts the hit on Gary to shake the puck loose and gets it to Salomon on the near side half wall. Salamone circling back behind Joey Dow. Over to the far side for Chris Fuller. Looking for the long lead breakout pass to Shane Kimball. It skipped over his stick. And then taking the contact from Halpin on the end wall.
Can't get it out from the net. Around the net.
Crocker line on. Him and McDonald shake the puck loose. Now block shot in front by Halpin.
Still not cleared.
And the Bulldogs come back with it. They'll have another opportunity here. The backhanded shot was pushed wide. Ben Romer on the opportunity. He spins and now off of the stick of Halpin. That went into the netting but not whistled down. Long stretch of continuous play here. Finally, the Green Wave able to clear it out into the neutral zone.
Yeah,
they do not change.
Rockland in these first 4 minutes have dominated the puck so far.
Halpin missed it. And now Cooper LaRocco. Patrick McWork on the end wall. Halpin unable to gain possession. McDonald finally does in front of the Green Wave bench. And he'll turn it into attacking zone entry.
Nice work, but
great back check by Chris Fuller. McDonald recovers. The pass down low. It is Jake Quinn. McDonald to the bench along with Declan McCarthy to get the rest of the top line back out.
Rockland clears it.
St. Martin fresh off the bench at the red line, dumped it in. Grafton pokes it now. Quinn flipped out and just beyond the blue line. St. Martin gains the zone, but it is just offsides. Let's take another look at that hit that St. Martin took in the neutral zone. Shoulder to shoulder. St. Martin might be feeling that one a little bit tomorrow.
I know I would.
I might just watching it.
I felt that from here.
St. Martin gains the zone on the far side.
He seems to have bounced back well from it, though.
Now in Gretzky's office looking for the pass out front to Grafton. It was broken up by the Bulldogs.
We're
looking for a break out of their own. Number 2, Dave D'Olimpio. Again, he's the top line left wing tonight. Getting the promotion from third line right with the absence of Logan Murphy. Pass just under the stick of St. Martin. Rockland gains the zone in the way of a dump in by D'Olimpio. Grafton indirect self pass is successful, at least momentarily, before he is edged off. A lot of contact. The rest let it go. Backhanded in by Declan McCarthy. Abington changes 4 of the 5 skaters. Crocker bangs it back down deep. Feathered up Quinn, cross check. Now Halpin will tee up a one-timer. It was blocked in front. That was number 14, Joey Salamone, on the block. And now into the glove of Spencer Merrick. 8:29 to go in the first period. Abington still looking for their first quality scoring chance of the night. Of course, these two teams very familiar with each other. Not only playing earlier in the season, but also a lot of these guys play club together. Popped up, Powers races in, has it in his skates. Campino able to slap it back down low. And now it is Jacob Whitman, or rather that's Matthew Grafton, the freshman. Powers dumps it back in.
Oh, Bryson waved off.
One-touch pass, and Halpin able to poke it. And then Hunter Grafton missing on the contact at the blue line. Powers across the red line up to Grafton. Grafton has to take it back outside the blue line and back to Halpin.
Good job, get the puck under control, slow it down a little bit for Abington.
Out in front, and it was slapped back out by Sean Geary. Looking to catch the Bulldogs in a change. St. Martin gains the zone, flings it to the far side corner for Quinn's one-timer. That went wide off the no angle. Now Powers tees one up, might have left a dent in the end glass. And just outside the stick in reach of John Halpin. Powers behind his net. Passes away from the closing in DiOlimpio. The Bulldogs able to shake it loose in the attacking zone. 6.5 to go. Hunter Grafton lost it to the Bulldogs, who come up with another takeaway.
Still in the zone for the Bulldogs.
The shot deflects wide off of the leg of St. Martin.
Wide shot by Rockland Salamone.
The outside popped loose, got the outside of Merrick's glove, and the Green Wave send it all the way down for icing.
Well, a couple of opportunities in that exchange there, Matt. Abington slowed it down a little, controlled the puck. But now we're going to get a face-off back in Abington's end.
A quick look at the shot that popped off of the outside of the mid of Spencer Merrick and found itself at the hash marks. Second quality look for the Bulldogs. Here goes Declan McCarthy.
Nice skating move there behind the net.
Rode the dasher around. Buchagras
but
was pickpocketed. Now a 2-on-1 for the Rockland Bulldogs. McGuirk in, backhand scores!
That was a nice exchange by Rockland there, developing the 2-on-1.
Another look, we'll pick it up from the neutral zone where that 2-on-1 started. It was McGuirk ultimately getting the pass back and putting it over the sprawled out Merrick. And nothing he could do about that one. Rockland up 1-0 early, 5.5 to go in the first period. Ben Romer on the assists. Romer has the puck now. McDonald self-pass off of the half wall. Recovered by Salamone, who looks like he's playing a little bit of swing defense and forward. McCarthy couldn't stop it with his skate blades. And the Green Wave will change out all 5. Wilkinson and Halpin on, along with the top line of Grafton, St. Martin, and Jacob Quinn. Quinn has 9 goals, 14 assists in 10 games played. Grafton 8 goals, 9 apples. St. Martin 8 goals with 7 helpers. That is where the bulk of the Green Wave scoring come from. Quinn with a nice stick move.
Beautiful.
But is poke checked away by Sean Geary. Now looking
Martin
for the opportunity. Bulldogs get it behind the net. Geary. Powers able to pinch it off. And St. Martin races to get it in the corner. Powers couldn't stop this one. And Shane Kimball gains the zone. His shot blocked. That was Halpin. The contact in the neutral zone between Geary and St. Martin deemed clean. Now a bouncer out for Salamone. He makes a nice move. His shot backhanded up high over the crossbar into the netting. He tried to go backhand shelf.
That was a nice move in a 3-on-1 situation for Rockland.
Take another look. Nice stick move by Salamone to get behind Hunter Grafton, who was caught back in a defensive position.
And a face-off in the Abington end.
Wilkinson with possession off of the drop. He gives over to Declan McCarthy. He has trouble getting it around Cooper LaRocco. Shot, another block. That one credited to Buchagras. 3 minutes to go in the first period. 1-0. The Bulldogs have the lead.
All right, check there on Wilkinson. He lost a stick.
Winds up behind the Rockland net. Swept out.
Abington keeps it in the zone. Let Rockland clearing it now.
Number 18 doing the defensive work. Shot blocker down by Merrick.
You got an opportunity here.
Now 3-on-2 for Abington. John Halpin leading the rush. The defenseman forward of the goal line spins back in the corner. Lets it go for Declan McCarthy. His shot, he scores! A ripper top shelf. Declan McCarthy evens the game.
That was a beautiful shot, a nice sequence to tie this one up, Matt.
This one absolutely worth another look. It was Halpin in the corner that spun back, found McCarthy. McCarthy found some space in a lane with a screen, popped the water bottle over Joey Dow's left shoulder. And we are knotted at 1 with 2:10 to go in the first period.
Yeah, it was good exchange, not giving up on the puck. Looked like Rockland was about to clear it.
Now
nice
a
check.
Massive hit. That was Powers, Grafton rather, leading the contact. This puck, Rockland recovers. Salamone, the shot is blocked up high. And with that, we'll take another look at that big hit in the neutral zone. There it is, Hunter Grafton with the collision. Clock ran a couple seconds longer than the whistle there. Down to 1:32. The Bulldogs have it in the corner. The backhanded pass over St. Martin's chopping stick.
Nice
St.
check
Martin
on the boards there. Now
tape to Grafton. He has to go now skate to stick. And it pops back out into the neutral zone with 1:08 to go. Powers had to pop off the heel of his stick into his skates. He'll cycle back. Green Wave looking for clean breakout. St. Martin over the red line will dump in and then spin back to the bench for a change. Tipped up by D'Olimpio. Halpin leaves it behind to Zach Buchagras. Buchagras's indirect pass for Grafton a little out of reach. Now Bucci has it back.
Well, an opportunity with 30 seconds here.
Halpin shoots, blocker save by Joey Dow. Halpin gets his own rebound following a shot. Fundamental basketball, and that leads to Hunter Grafton's follow-up. Buchagras launches one. That's blocked away in front. 18 seconds to go. The Bulldogs looking for a last-second opportunity. That's Salamone.
Whiffs on the shot.
Now Sam McDonald back the other way. One last rush for the Green Wave. It's Sam McDonald and Hunter Grafton. McDonald takes it back down low. Circles behind. Backhanded out in front, and it was poked away by Dow. And that is the way the first period will end. Exciting first frame, Jared.
Yeah,
we ended the same way we started.
We are all knotted up at 1, Matt. Rockland seemed to dominate the puck, especially the first half of the period, but Abington bore down, was able to get the equalizer there late in the first. Great matchup by these two teams so far in the first period.
Joey Salamone, or rather Patrick McGuirk and Declan McCarthy, the 2 goal scorers. We're knotted up at 1. Stay tuned. We are going to step aside, take a quick break, and bring you second period action right after this. All right, welcome back to the Rockland Ice Arena for second period action. The Rockland Bulldogs and the Abington Green Wave all tied up at 1. I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. He is Tom Brady's biggest fan, Jared Valenzola. Jared, an interesting first period. We started the second the same way we started the first. We are all knotted up.
We do, Matt. It was an interesting first period. Rockland really seemed to control the puck a good amount of it, but Abington hung in there, got the equalizer with about 3 minutes left in the first period. So we start this game all knotted up. Good effort by Abington so far to hang in there, and we'll see what the second period brings us.
2 goalies have been strong, both Joseph Dow for the Bulldogs and Spencer Merrick for the Abington Green Wave.
Yeah, and Spencer Merrick's been busy. Rockland has controlled the puck a lot, has spent a lot of time in the Abington end for the first period, so we'll see if that improves for him in the second period and Abington can control the puck a little bit more and take the lead.
I want to thank you guys for all tuning in to watch this game and every game here live on Abington Community Access and Media. Spencer Merrick's great-grandmother always tunes in, so hello to Nana Nee up on the North Shore of Massachusetts in roast beef country.
God bless her. Thanks for tuning in.
Second period about to get underway here. It is the 2 goaltenders returning to their creases, no surprise there. And it will be the top line of the Green Wave on the ice to start against Salamone, Kimball, and D'Olimpio for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, puck drop and Abington wins the face-off.
Hunter Grafton has it go just over his shoulder pads and out, helping. Gets it back behind his netminder. Hunter Grafton carrying it dangerously towards the crease. And then carries
nice
through the
stick moves,
zone.
though. Oh, and an offsides.
A late offsides whistle there.
Yeah, it looked like Jay Quinn may have been a little bit over the line there. We'll set up for a neutral zone face-off.
Patrick McGuirk and Declan McCarthy, the 2 goal scorers. What has been a physical game, as one would expect, between Rockland and Abington.
A big rivalry game for these two towns.
Had a couple battles over the last couple of years. Most notably on the gridiron at Gillette Stadium. Not going to talk about the result of that one.
Unless you're from Rockland, which would make it a good result.
Oh, it's like the Super Bowls that didn't happen when the Giants allegedly won.
True. Well, especially that first Super Bowl. The second one I can acknowledge, but I couldn't listen to Tom Petty for several months after that first Super Bowl. His first Super Bowl loss, I should say, for the Patriots against the Giants.
Well, some of the better halftime shows were involved with those Super Bowls.
You know, Super Bowl 39 gave the best one. The Patriots won the Super Bowl. Paul McCartney was the halftime show.
For those of you who may not know your Plymouth County Commissioner, Jared Valenzola, not only is he Tom Brady's biggest fan, but he's also Paul McCartney's biggest fan.
And you know, Mad Dog, coming up in July, No, June. June of this year will be 10 years ago I met Paul McCartney. The crowning achievement of my life so far.
And the rumor...
Sir Paul McCartney, that's right, Dave,
Sir
sorry.
Paul McCartney.
Yes.
He's one of only about 15 musicians who have been knighted for their expeditions in the musical arts.
Not only has he been knighted, few know that there is a higher honor, the Companion of Honor.
Heads up. A headhunter going down the Abington bench and almost took the head off of trainer Alicia Reed.
Oof. Always got to keep your head on a swivel. When I played Little League Baseball, my sister took a line drive off the face sitting on the bench. So you got to always be paying attention in these games.
Cat-like reflexes as Alicia Reed and her work study student from Bridgewater State check out where on the wall that one hit as it zinged by their heads. Anyway, you were saying about Sir Paul.
Sir Paul was actually promoted by the Queen of England in 2018 to the Companion of Honor, which is a set number of slots, and only folks can be added to it when others on the list pass on. So Sir Paul was promoted, so he's actually higher than a knight in British chivalry.
Saw Sir Paul at Fenway Park, as did you this past summer.
I did. I've seen him 17 times over the last 19 years. 18 years, I should say. 2005 was my first show. How to play there.
So the quick hitter, because we all know that you've got the list pre-written. And feel free to debate this with Jared on Twitter, folks. Top 5 Paul McCartney songs.
Oh, man. Paul McCartney solo or with the
Paul
Beatles?
McCartney involved.
Wow. Well, I will have to say Let It Be is up there. Yesterday. 1985 for a deep cut. Too Many People, another deep cut up there for me from the solo work. Abington clears it there, thankfully. I'm going to think of a fifth one. That's a hard one. Lady Madonna is up there. It's really hard to narrow that down to 5 when you consider he has at least 100.
He's a great show, though. Well worth the money.
Were you surprised by the fireworks for Live and Let Die?
Not really.
You can always tell a first-time McCartney attendee by their reaction to when those fireworks first burst, because they do not expect that.
No. Well, I've seen McCartney now 4 times.
Oh, so you knew.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 times at Fenway and once at Yankee Stadium.
I also saw him at Yankee Stadium in 2011.
Yes. It was the first concert in the new Yankee Stadium after they destroyed the old one.
Yes. I was at that show.
Which, by the way, shame on you, New York City. Turnover here goes Ben Romer just above the face-off circles.
And Abington set their defense well there. Good reaction. Nope.
Wilkinson chases down in the corner, bangs it off of the wall, and just over the blue line, where it's going to be picked up by Hunter Grafton.
Set up by
Jake Quinn in with Grafton. Quinn gets held up from behind, and there's not going to be a holding penalty there. I was
going to say, no penalty there.
Halpin spanks it back down low on his backhand. Now Quinn out in front, and he had it on the back door post, and the net has come off its moorings.
By Rockland.
What a sequence. We'll take it in full here on the replay. Quinn and Grafton breaking at the red line. Great pass, and here's the penalty that wasn't. That's a hook, folks. And that allowed the puck to squirt to the far side corner.
Well, we didn't have a penalty in the entire first period, Matt. If they're going to let him play, let him play. But we'll see what unfolds as this game goes on.
Ben Quinn, the second opportunity on the back door.
Well, it's too bad Abington couldn't put it away in that, as here's icing called here. We'll have a face-off in the Abington end.
Great sequence for the Green Wave. It all came off the turnover caused by Quinn in the neutral zone. Salamone won the draw, but the Bulldogs have to chase back into their defensive zone. Now it's Salamone, played by Merrick, coming all the way out to the hash marks to bang it out. Now Rockland trying the long lead pass to connect to Salamone at the attacking blue line. Halpin disrupts it there.
It's a smart heads-up play there by Merrick coming out of the crease to clear that puck.
Halpin slaps it back down into the corner. McDonald got held up there. Refs consistently letting a lot of contact go, and Sam McDonald just asked one of them about it.
Hard pass.
One-timer.
What a save. Spencer got Merrick just.
The shot split the defense. McCarthy and McDonald just kind of saw the slap shot coming and both spun out opposite directions. Here it is again on the replay. The puck comes out to Shane Kimball at the point. He tees it up, and you see him just kind of split out.
Yeah, that's a great save there by Spencer Merrick.
Now Quinn racing in with St. Martin. St. Martin
miss
across the crease. He goes hard into the end wall and pops right back up. Now Quinn comes up with a turnover, spins around on the ice.
But Abington keeps it in their zone there.
Now Wilkinson with the opportunity. St. Martin to the bench.
He is having a hard time staying on his skates. St. Martin was there for a minute.
2-on-1 for the Bulldogs the other way. Buchagros goes down. Saved by Merrick.
What a save.
And he covers for the faceoff. Worth another look.
He is earning it tonight, Matt. He has had a lot of saves. Again, another heads-up play a few minutes ago, clearing the puck coming out of the crease.
Played shot all the way there. Now the Bulldogs with possession off the faceoff. This one popping up and out of play. 7:56 to go in the second period.
You know, it's been a while since I've been to a high school hockey game, Matt. I forgot how cold these arenas are.
They never get any warmer.
You think I would know? I was at the Bruins last week, but a little further away from the ice than I am here.
I was at John Ryan Ice Arena in Watertown this past week, and they actually have heaters facing the stands.
That's smart.
That are elevated so they won't impact the ice. I think it's the first community barn that I've been in that I actually had to take my jacket off.
Wow. Well, yeah, you bundle up for these things. I knew I should have brought my gloves in.
Green Wave have it. Cullen Crocker behind the net.
Nice stick move, but out of play, unfortunately, so you're going to get another face-off down the end. .7:08 remaining, second period, all knotted up at 1.
Wilkinson off the face-off win for the Green Wave. He slides it into the neutral zone where it was intercepted by the goal scorer Patrick McGuirk.
Is it just me or a lot of these guys hitting the deck right now?
They are. A lot of them losing edges. Quinn goes in. He got tripped up a little bit and then held up and still no call. There's your threshold for the rest of the night, folks. Now out in front, it was St. Martin trying to stuff it home. Another breakaway for Jake Quinn. Here it is again. Another time that Quinn got held up. Another one that led to an opportunity. St. Martin tried to jam it home. Oh, good takeaway. Grafton At the attacking blue line now,
Wilkinson
keeping
it in. Now you got a 3-on-1.
Here goes Grafton backhanding towards net. He was looking for the tip. Now Buchagras sends it back in on Dow, who comes up with the stop.
That's a good heads-up play. Nice heads-up ice action for Abington there. Not giving up on the puck.
Nice
couple of good
tip
opportunities.
Passing out in front by St. Martin. Almost found it on the back door again. Then Buchagras came in for the one-timer. Dow stands strong.
Face-off won by Rockland, though.
Powers collects at the red line. Now McDonald softly down the half wall into the corner. Sub 6 minutes to go now, second period. Still knotted up at 1, but not for lack of opportunities. Halpin pokes it back in.
Feels like this period's been a little more even for Abington.
McCarthy tees up, fires in on Dow, who makes another stop. Good work by McCarthy at the blue line to keep that on sides. Firing the shot in. Quinn line on. Rockland able to shake it out of their defensive zone and might have an offensive opportunity out of it. Romer gathers. Spins back in the far side corner.
It's a good defensive move there by Eric Wilkinson to try and knock the puck out.
Long lead pass intended for Hunter Grafton off the back of his blades. He has to double back now. St. Martin wins the race to the puck in the far side corner. Out in front looking for Quinn. Quinn finds it, but spinning around and couldn't get the shot around Salamone. Wilkinson with the contact to shake the puck loose. Quinn with the puck now before it's taken away by Kimball.
A little 3-on-2 maybe developing here for Rockland.
Kimball backhands out in front,
net,
poked
lucky
away
miss.
by Quinn. The follow-up shot was deflected wide, and then big hit by Buchagras, and that's going to be the game's first penalty.
Well, we're going to get to see Rockland on a power play here, Matt.
We'll take another look. That's not a lot of contact for what they've let go so far tonight. Buchagras will go for that hit on Salamone.
On the way Rockland's been attacking in this game, you got to hope that Abington can get a good penalty kill here for these next 2 minutes.
Chris Fuller and Sean Gary are the defensemen. It is Romer, Kimball, and immediately played by a high stick is the call, and it will come all the way back into the Abington zone. .431 to go. Opportunity that was blocked away by the stick of McCarthy.
Great defense there by Sam McDonald, hanging on his back, clearing that puck out.
Now Rockland gains the zone on the man advantage. Gary at the blue line. Sends it to the near side half wall for LaRucco. Back to Gary. Gary throws it into the face-off dot, blocked away by Halpin. It came off the stick of Patrick McGuirk. Gary back down, this time to the far side half wall. The tip by
wide,
McGuirk.
under a minute left in the power play now. If you clear the puck out, it'll only really give Rockland about half a minute to set up, and there it is.
A lot of tired Green Wave skaters out there. Sam McDonald and Powers heads up, absolutely blasts one into the Rockland bench.
That'll wake you up.
Tried to Clear it with an exclamation point.
A little bit. The only thing with that shot, Matt, is unfortunately it's going to mean a face-off in the Abington end.
Yeah, there's no way you can say that wasn't intentional. there's no way you could possibly argue that was not intentional.
Not at all, but Abington wins the face-off a little. They get it clear. It's going to be tough for Rockland now.
Here goes Quinn. Watch the fancy stick.
Nice stick move. Great move.
Ends up getting it back on the end wall. 22 seconds left in the penalty kill. Halpin has it, and he will sling it all the way back down the river.
It does just enough there as the time ticks away on the penalty kill for Abington. Excellent job by their defense so far.
4 on 2. Salamone shoots, and it goes to the end wall. And pops back over the blue line. We are back to even strength. Watch out, you got Quinn at the blue line. He's got Grafton again, and just missing him. On the back door, he had Dow beat. The pass just 6 inches ahead of the tape of Grafton. Now back the other way is Romer. He lost it in the skates of Halpin. The rebound winds up in Kimball's hands, and his shot was blocked
there we
aside.
Go. Now a little
back
bit of
down
a
the other way. McCarthy,
developing.
Crocker, and Grafton. McCarthy's shot blocked away by Dow. Second chance opportunity. Halpin tried stepping into a one-timer, and he's going to end up getting an interference call as he tried to stop and instead collided with J.D. Marrero. Abington will go shorthanded for the second time this period.
Definitely getting a little more.
Oh, no, they said icing. I thought they called McCarthy for the interference there.
Definitely a little more chippy in this period, Matt.
As it tends to go between these two schools. McDonald gains possession, and then Rockland ices it again.
It's two great rivalries, of course. Rockland, formerly a part of Abington, along with Whitman. The last town split off by the legislature in the 1870s to form Rockland and Whitman off of Old Abington.
So a lot of people don't know that all the towns on the South Shore used to be like part of the same town. Like Brockton was North Bridgewater.
Correct. And Abington and Rockland, as well as many others, if we're going to go way back, were originally a part of Duxbury. Duxbury extending all the way up to Old Abington. Then Old Abington was split off.
Weird bounce off the stanchion there.
And as a lifelong Rockland resident, legend has it the reasoning for the split was East Abington at the time did not feel compelled to build a new school. Wanted to form their own governance.
Here goes Grafton in and another odd man rush. He slows up, looks for St. Martin on the far post.
A wide pass with Rockland clearing it, but Abington maintaining possession of the puck.
So the shot blocker save.
Great save by Dow.
100 feet in the air.
Hit the dome, hit the roof, back onto the ice.
Speaking of the Dragons, Super Bowl champions this year.
Once again. And when we talk about the mascots, of course, I will be corrected by my more knowledgeable Abington friends, but the Green Wave mascot inspired by the breeze blowing in, I believe, Griffin's Dairy Farm area, looking at the grass and the wind.
The Green Wave, big winners of college bowl season.
That's right. They were.
Delayed with the big upset.
They were indeed.
This one through the crease. Nobody on the receiving end for Abington. 2-on-1 developing for the Bulldogs. Romer in, and his shot blocked away by Aiden Powers.
Maybe a last-minute little opportunity here for Abington, but Rockland able to seize possession. A lot of neutral zone action here, probably going to round out the period on this one here.
Buzzer sounds.
Notched up at 1 after 2 once again.
A little bit more chippy there in the second period, Jared.
Definitely getting a little more under each other's skin here, Matt. We saw our first penalty of this game.
Rockland 0 for 1 on the power play in the game and in that period. The two goalies.
Some great saves by Spencer
strong.
Merritt, though. A lot of heads-up play by him, keeping this game at 1-1. The possession felt a little more even in this period, I think, Matt, between both teams.
Well, it's 1-1 at the second break. We'll step aside, take a quick breather, and bring you third period action right after this. Hello and welcome back into the Rockland Ice Rink for third period action. It is the Rockland Bulldogs and the Abington Green Wave in a landlock. 1-1 is the score coming into the third and final frame. The two goal scorers, Patrick McGuirk and Declan McCarthy. Once again, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. Here's Paul McCartney's biggest fan, Jared Valenzola, Plymouth County Commissioner.
Great to watch these two fantastic Plymouth County towns duel it out on the ice, Matt.
Plymouth County, a hotbed for high school hockey.
As I would imagine it would be, a lot of fantastic programs across the South Shore.
Hunter Grafton dumps in. St. Martin to the bench for the short shift here. He looks a little bit shaken up on the Green Wave bench. Wonder how much we'll see of St. Martin here in the third frame.
Yeah, he's had a lot of ice time, Matt. Of course, both goals scored in the first period. Second period getting a little more chippier. We had our first penalty on Abington.
This one winds its way all the way in on Dow, and it will go for icing 2 inches wide to the left post. Ben Romer in to take the face-off. 5 goals, 6 points in 11 games for him. This one deflected in, shot from the point by Chris Fuller. Indirect pass out to the blue line for Billy McGuire. He launches.
That one stays in off the glass. And Rockland loses the zone there on a hard pass.
So McGuire gathering just outside the attacking zone. Now it's deflected off of McGuirk. He tries to gain possession forward to the goal line. Wilkinson circles back to get it. His pass for McCarthy just outside the reach of Chris Fuller.
And clears the zone. Rockland coming out here these first few minutes, Matt. Aggressive on the puck again, maintaining possession in the Abington end.
Crocker line on along with Wilkinson and Zach Buchagros. Now it's a foot race. That will be won by Ben Romer. The dump down the half wall didn't quite work as cleanly as Rockland had hoped. Salomon looks across the attacking zone to Shane Kimball. And now it's an odd man rush. Declan McCarthy and Sam McDonald in a 2-on-1. McCarthy shoots, saved by Dow.
Saved by Joey Dow.
Might have wanted to hold on to that just another second or two longer. Get down towards the hash mark, so we'll take another look. Clean 2-on-1 break. Good work by Fuller to close off the angle.
And Abington keeping possession in, but good win of winning the puck there.
Quinn took it away and then tried to find Grafton. Now Quinn has it. He tried to spin and fire, but it was interrupted by Salomon.
So that was a good effort there by Abington, Matt. Rockland had 2 guys on him, and they managed to keep the puck in possession as I think St. Martin skates over.
Back on the ice along with Quinn and Grafton. Halpin comes up with it, and then the Bulldogs prevent the shot and have a 3-on-2 going back up ice. The shot saved Merrick, and he holds for the faceoff. And look, 3-on-2. Just waited till he got just below the hash marks, did McGuirk.
And then face-off won by Abington. Clears the zone.
McDonald got tied up at the blue line. That gives possession back to Rockland, but McDonald finds it right on his stick, poked away by number 6 for the Bulldogs. That is Joey Mann. Halpin kicks it off his toe blade.
Keeps it in again. Finally lost it there, but good effort there.
Romer in again with McGuirk.
Boy, Halpin is all over this puck right now, Matt.
Oh, a big hit by Halpin.
Check. Well, Halpin was a one-man wrecking crew on that series. Disrupting the puck, disrupting Rockland's movement. Unfortunately now, though, looks like a 2-on-1 developing, but again, great defense.
Then Crocker decides to lay out Cooper LaRocco, who then got tied up with the goalie, Merrick.
And Abington with the shift change now.
Swing and a miss on the outlet pass by Buchagras. Grafton comes up with a takeaway, and then Rockland takes it right back. The Bulldogs gain the zone. The shot ramps up and out of play. Let's take another look at that hit by Halpin. See him buzzing around down low. And there's the contact. Shoulder to shoulder, open ice.
Yeah, I capped off a great effort by Halpin there.
Wilkinson lost it. Another turnover, and the Bulldogs try to get an offensive chance. The shot blocked away by Buchagras.
Blocked by Buchagras there.
Salomon tried to fire it on Merrick. Grafton now. He got tied up. The Bulldogs take it right back. Salomon dumps and chases, rather. That is number 17, Chris Fuller. Merrick plays it on the side of his cage. St. Martin. Backhand, no look for Quinn, and getting in the way of that was Salomon. He dumps it back in deep. The deep pairing will change out for Rockland. Sam McDonald.
He's got St. Martin coming up. Nice move there.
Tried the backhand saucer to St. Martin, and it was broken up by Geary.
Yeah, good heads-up defense play there by Bulldogs. Geary.
Crocker overcommitted to the poke check. That's almost offsides. That was about as close as you could get. Halpin behind his goaltender. 9:15 to go in the third. Still looking for the difference maker. 1-1.
Bulldogs fans calling for a call there, but I think it was a good non-call by the refs, Matt. They've been letting these kids play all night. If it's egregious, they'll call it. That was just some good old-fashioned hockey there.
Halpin gets it back from his D partner, Aiden Powers. Powers, the defenseman, goes all the way north, backhands it out in front, and then
knocked out of play by Rockland,
flipped up. If this were the pros, that would be a delay of game penalty.
Yes. You know, the last time I was in this rink, I was a few years out of high school. My alma mater, now defunct Sacred Heart High School in Kingston, was playing Rockland. Down 2-0 after one, 4-2 after two, and at one point 6-2 in the third. They scored 5 goals to get the only win I ever saw Sacred Heart hockey get against Rockland.
8.5 to go. More contact as the boys want to finish their hits.
So this period has felt a little more even so far for Abington. Nice move there by St. Martin to interrupt that puck play, that pass by Rockland.
See, the last time I was in this rink was
few days ago?
About 10 days ago, I think it was. Green Wave in West East Bridgewater.
Oh, West East Bridgewater, a combined program.
The co-op, yes.
Very nice.
Web hockey.
At first, I thought you were making a joke there.
They did exclude regular Bridgewater from that, though.
Wow, we'll have to have a chat with them about that.
They wouldn't fit into the web theme, the West East Bridgewater Hockey Club. Quinn got taken down in front, no trip. The puck bounces out to Wilkinson at the blue line. His shot blocked and then losing an edge. But finding it now is Cooper LaRucco. His shot goes wide. He lost his twig in the process. It goes all the way down.
Couldn't really wind that shot up, Matt. Didn't make some great contact.
Icing against the Green Wave. Crazy sequence there.
Great save by, a good save by Spencer Merrick there. Period definitely been a little more even, I would say, possession-wise. But we'll get a face-off in the Abington zone.
One back to Gary for Rockland. Bouncing puck all the way through the slot. Crocker finds it behind the cage. Gary can't stop it. Foot race for an odd man rush. Declan McCarthy gets edged off. Now Powers comes up with it, but Salomon interrupts his breakout. Kimball gains the zone, at least momentarily. A lot of contact. Now Gary calling for a penalty from the neutral zone. It is one of the Green Waves, Sam McDonald, that took the worst of that contact. McDonald's in on the puck now. He comes away with it. Him and Declan McCarthy, a 1.5 on 2, and the Bulldogs able to clear back out. Halpin dumps it right back in as McDonald will skate gingerly to the bench.
And we get a line change from Abington, but decent exchange there.
Now Gary takes it back in. Had Salomon at the point, instead goes down low to Kimball. Taken away by Halpin. Halpin tried to poke it ahead for Grafton and does. Move. Hunter Grafton's backhand saucer. Out in front, he scores! What a tip by Jacob Quinn!
What a sequence by Abington there. Never giving up on the puck. Can't wait to see that one again, Matt. That was an excellent setup and play by Abington. Getting by the defense, having the 3 guys.
Here it is. Grafton on the far side. Oh, it was Halpin on the tip. Apologies. Halpin stuck his stick out about kneecap height and just got the very tip of his blade on it and beat down short side. 2-1 for the Green Wave. That is John Halpin's first goal of the season. His 4th point. A big one. Time winding down here in the third. 2-1 Abington. This one sent in wide of the cage. Looking for Grafton streaking middle.
Nice shot by Abington to clear the zone there.
Now icing called here against the Bulldogs as they were just a few feet beyond the red line when they dumped that in. 5:22 to go here in the third period. Should be an action-packed next 5 minutes.
Be interesting to see how Rockland reacts here. They've been playing hard and aggressive to control the puck most of the game, but to be down 2-1 now, see if they tighten up or keep playing their style.
They've had the opportunities. Merrick has stood strong each and every time. Now it's a foot race. Joey Mann back into the corner, and then Gary had to intercept the cross-crease pass out in front. Dow sticks it aside. And the Bulldogs look for the breakout. D'Olimpio couldn't gain zone entry cleanly. Now McDonald will chase it down. He fakes the slap pass down low. Salamone edged off by Crocker. He tried to spin it back towards net.
Good job by Abington there again with the defense. Ooh, hard check there. They're going to call that on Rockland. We have Dave D'Olimpio heading into the penalty box. So with 4:06 left in this one, Matt, Abington is going to be on a power play. A block in the back.
So D'Olimpio in the box. Abington a chance to extend the lead. St. Martin shoots and scores!
Goal by Abington.
Evan St. Martin from the near side face-off dot. Does exactly that. It took 13 seconds on the power play. And the Green Wave have a 3-1 lead. Here it is. St. Martin out in front. Pick the top left corner.
Yeah, Abington wasting no time on the power play, Matt.
I think that was Quinn down low that had that pass out front. That would be his 15th assist, St. Martin, his 9th goal of the season.
And with 3:52 left, Abington's come alive here in this third period, Matt. Controlling the puck.
And Rockland's going to call a timeout here with 3:52 remaining. Suddenly down 2 goals. The Green Wave have potted 2 here in the third period, Jared.
Yeah, 3 unanswered goals by the Green Wave after Rockland jumped out to the 1-0 lead early in the first. Not about how you start, though. It's about how you finish sometimes. And Abington just hasn't given up all night. Rockland, the first 2 periods, possessing the puck a little bit more. A lot more chances for them than Abington. But Abington's defense and Spencer Merrick, especially in the goal, standing on his head with only that 1 give up in the first period.
Yeah, meanwhile, Joey Dow, the couple of goals that he has let up, certainly wants him back. One of them a 2-on-1, you can't really do much.
Right. And Abington wasting no time on the power play getting that third goal, that insurance goal, with 3:52 left in the third as we face off here. And won by Abington.
Quinn in the middle trying to take on 4 Bulldogs. Grafton finds the puck. Now it's Butchergraw slapping it towards net. Quinn finds it. Backhand shot. Went just wide. Now Grafton collects. Grafton across to St. Martin. He shoots and scores! A ripper by Evan St. Martin. He's got 2 goals in 22 seconds. Both from the same exact spot on the ice. This one pops Dow's water bottle. And we'll take another look. Just gliding across the slot. And there it is, top shelf.
Yeah, good setup there. Heads up shot by Evan St. Martin to get that 4th goal in. At what point does Rockland pull the goalie, Matt? Do they do that in high school hockey?
They do, usually only if it's 2 goals or less. And now a penalty here as well after the whistle, some contact. And Kimball Salomon's going to go. Let's see if we pick that up here. So it'll be just on the left side of your screen here. That contact well after the whistle, sticking the hip out.
Yeah, it feels like Rockland was playing a disciplined game up until these last few minutes.
So Abington back to the power play.
With 3:10 left.
Oh, no, it's just a misconduct, so there's no change in manpower here. Not a game misconduct, so it won't come with the automatic 2-game suspension. Nor does Rockland go shorthanded.
Sometimes it's hard to stop your momentum. As long as it didn't look intentional or like he was trying to hurt the player.
Here goes Kimball, 2-on-1 developing for the Bulldogs. Kimball shoots.
Great save by Merrick.
Goes to the end wall. Now spinning with it is Romer. His shot ramps up and out of play.
Well, I'll tell you, Matt, it's a pretty tense game for our Abington fans to our left here, but the Green Wave have come alive in the third with 3 goals, 2 by Evan St. Martin.
Beautiful couple of wrist shots, too, for St. Martin.
And Jonathan Halpin notching his first goal of the season for Abington.
St. Martin now in double digits with 10.
Nice save by Dow there after the puck bounced off his defenseman's stick and into the...
With those 2 goals, St. Martin overtakes Jake Quinn for the team lead in scoring. He's looking for more right out in front. Back to Halpin, who dangles it along the blue line. St. Martin down low. Backhand out in front looking for Quinn. And the Bulldogs have it. Ben Romer, 90 seconds to go. He gets tripped up and...
looks for the penalty. Appears to get it. I thought that looked like a... decent move on defense there by Abington, but...
Powers goes for the trip.
Well, Abington an opportunity to... Rockland with an opportunity here, a power play to end the game.
Maybe you think about pulling the goalie. If you get one quick, you pull him again. 3 goals, 90 seconds to go. Might be a little bit out of reach. They'll leave Dow in the crease.
That will be tough.
Pad save, Merrick, a loud one. Campino dumps it down.
Abington will be playing the rest of this game shorthanded, but if we just keep clearing the puck, this 4-1 lead should hold.
Shane Kimball gets past the
Great
defense
save
and
by
another stick
Spencer
save.
Merrick. Clear in the zone. I'll tell you, the Abington's shorthanded defense has been great tonight. Didn't give up a goal in the first power play for Rockland.
Ben Romer spinning with it. Romer all the way in. Tries to split the D. Merrick covers as someone's twig went flying. 25.9 seconds to go. 4-1 Green Wave. Thank you for tuning into this game and every stream live here on Abington Community Access and Media. If you missed one of our live streams, abingtoncam.tv, the place to go for on-demand video. Live streams of our cable access channels, bulletin board information, and more. If you want to catch a replay of the game, I know Plymouth County Commissioner Jared Valenzola is probably going to go back and watch this one again.
I'm going to. This was an exciting game by Abington. Very well played by these kids. Doing a good job of hanging in there, playing excellent defense. As the final buzzer sounds on a 4-1 victory for the Abington Green Wave over my hometown Rockland Bulldogs. I am not a Bulldog alum. And a pleasure to be on Abington Cam with you, Matt. Dave behind the camera.
Green Wave improve. They've had a couple of wins in a row now after defeating Middleborough. The Bulldogs fall to 4-7-1. And that will do it for us here from the Rockland Ice Rink. Again, want to thank our cameraman Dave Bowen for bringing you the sights and sounds from Rockland tonight. Of course, my color commentator, Plymouth County Commissioner and former Sacred Heart alum. He just happens to live in Bulldog country. Jared Valenzola. I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. We will see you next game.